Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
We have already started here.
He's on it, can he get away?
Real chance!
Osimhen.
And he's straight offside.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Hakimi is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Van der Ven cuts out the pass. Can he spark a counter here? Cucurella. Matheus Cunha. And here's Osimhen. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's Osimhen. And it's Tchouameni. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in space and looking for options. And he's in on goal. Now there's a fine ball. Vietnam.
So far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Soboslai producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Played towards the other side. Hakimi. Chouameni. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Now this could be a chance, and that's played in low. Tries to get it clear. Shapes to shoot! It's in! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Vietnam have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Alvarez.
Played out to the right.
Chouameni. And here's Alvarez. Look at the space here. Gordon. Chance here to counter. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Cucurella. And it's Chouameni. Kimmich. Vietnam are looking to break at pace.
Vietnam truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Thuram.
That's going in strongly.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there.
Now it's Kimmich. Oh, such a clever touch. And he whips it across.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Opts to play it back. Great challenge, time to perfection. Henderson is there to clear. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Matheus Cunha.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Chouameni, who's set up one goal so far. Strokes it back. Here's Matheus Cunha. And it's made its way to him. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Cucurella. Shot could be on. Lovely feet. Oh, well played. Chouameni. No way through there. Good running, strong and purposeful. Hakimi has it out wide and in space. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Gordon. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Matias Cunha. And it's Cucurella.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And he's gone searching crossfield. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Vietnam have their second corner now.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Matias Cunha. Number 27, Morgan Rogers.
And he's taking no chances there.
Number 20,
Vietnam are looking to go forward now.
Number 10, Bellingham. Number 14, Udis. Number 11,
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Number 21, Erling Haaland.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. That has been slung wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hakimi stood his ground strongly. Goes looking wide.
Oh, that's neat.
And he whips it in.
He's got full.
It's hit the upright. That's going to go a long way. Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Hakimi. And that's a throw-in.
Substitutions taking place.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's had a shot! He's scored! They're seeing no way back, but they are level.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution in progress.
Vietnam making consecutive changes here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Vietnam
Grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
and it's Bellingham.
Showing good feet. Still anyone's...
Rice concedes a free kick for that.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Thuan-sony.
This looks promising. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Good ball, good...
Tries a shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Vietnam take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Vinicius Junior! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's gone back to the keeper.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Smoking is
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just three in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
Szoboszlai. Tries to play it through.
Out of play for a goal kick.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this lad, Dominic Szoboszlai, is someone I'm going to keep an eye on here. I like the fact that he's one of the cleanest strikers of the ball, which really shows in both his passing and his attempts at goal. And I can see him drifting in and out, receiving the ball, driving forward into those half spaces and looking to deliver the key pass or get one away himself.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
And here's Mbappe, and here's Thuram. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Konate calmly anticipates. Great vision. Good ball, good take.
And a shot!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cucurella with the short one.
Now this could be a chance.
Another corner. Any better luck this time round?
Corner number 2 then.
Cucurella plays it short. Oh, super ball!
Played back in. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Hakimi.
Plays a sharp little ball here.
Szoboszlai. Vietnam yet to have an attempt on goal.
Traumeri.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Hakimi.
He's had a shot! He's scored! First blood drawn.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
And his manager couldn't look happy.
He's having a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Gordon deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vietnam do have a chance to counter here.
Chance for a shot! It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Just eases him off the ball. Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, that has not gone well. Thuram, and it's Szoboszlai.
Szoboszlai really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly...
And he shoots! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Osimhen must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
Thuan-sony. And here's Gordon. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just missed.
Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger.
Mbappe! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Cucurella. Hakimi. And he's picked out the run. It's a pretty loose pass. DiMarco. For Szoboszlai. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, what a climb! Goal! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And the whistle goes for half-time.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the regional police department.
And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Matheus Cunha. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cucurella gets into some space. Now who's going to be first to this? That's very neat. Thuan-sony. Mbappe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Szoboszlai. And it's Kimmich. Thuan-sony. Gordon with a definite fell there. And here's Alvarez.
Mbappe!
Oh, important interception. Cucurella gets rid without sophistication. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Now it's Osimhen. Oh, he's onto this. He's picked his way through.
Osimhen! And it's in! And they are pulling clear here. Speed of thought, efficiency of move. And that's it.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.